Ross, Al Pierce at Auto Week. About a year ago at Darlington, things began to change in your life. You had that great run, Harvick said his stupid ass comments. Things kind of, for you, things began to improve after that. Have you ever thought back to what that weekend meant for you and how it got you maybe right here today?
I have a lot. It really all started a few months before that when the talks of running those 3 races with CGR came about, and I didn't think it was real. I didn't understand how that would happen. But the people behind the scenes of Spire were putting it all together, and they did it for me. I mean, they took me to that next level in a way that no one ever had and no one ever could. I mean, people tried in the past, we tried, but I'd say before Darlington, it started months before that, them helping prepare me. After the race, them grabbing me, TJ right here in the room, TJ Pusher, grabbed me and said, listen to me, don't say anything stupid. He already has, like, just be you, do your interview, but just be you, and don't get caught up in the racing drama. And that was key. And we have those heart-to-hearts all the time. A lot, they're not always on pit road right when you get out of a race car, but those little moments are key. So more than just the Darlington weekend, like, yeah, that was a dream come true, but it was all the preparation. That's why we get up every day, is to fight and to prepare to win. I mean, granted, like, we have fast race trucks, we have people that believe in each other. So we have the 2 things in racing you want, belief in each other and speed. They're so hard to get. We're blessed to have it, but it all started with preparation years and months ago.
More questions for our race winning team? Several. Okay, we'll start up here with Chris.
ChrisManCatchments.com. Cody, Al said a couple weeks ago that you guys had a sponsor bail on you guys for the rest of the year, and it's kind of put you guys in a tough spot. So how much sponsorship do you guys actually have? Do you have enough to go to the homestead? How dire is your situation?
It's always dire, right? I mean, you never have enough. But the other night, Al was in town. We sat and talked, and there was a discussion that came up. And I mean, we're going to Homestead. I mean, there's no way around that. Both trucks are going to Homestead. 44, 45, running all year, and we're going to continue hopefully this dominance that we have, and stay humble with it. Are things tight? Yeah, things are tight. There's no doubt in that. But I think Al Neese likes it that way. He likes to do more with less. Now, a lot of people use that sentence, do more with less. But we actually are doing more with less. We're achieving the things that we want. And, we have our partner coming on for the playoffs. We're excited about. That's going to see us through the rest of the year. And obviously that's going to come out. So our goal is to get to the playoffs once he declared. We've done that. I feel like we're locked in at this point with the win today. So, you'll see a sponsor on it. Correct. You'll see. Promise.
Good on the line, Zach.
Ross, kind of along those same lines, there's never a bad time to win, but do you almost worry that you guys are peaking a little too early with so much season left ahead, and obviously the goals of winning the championship?
Heck no. No, I want to win every one. I want to win everything. So, no, we learned things this weekend, and we really put into effect stuff we learned in Kentucky in a couple previous races, and they kind of worked there, but we fine-tuned them and got them to really work here. And we did things leading into this race that made our truck versatile. Like it could do things that before it would do in a perfect scenario, but if I misjudged the corner by a mile an hour, like if I felt like I overdrove it by a few feet, it would get sideways or get tight. So we just put together a package today that could race, and that all came off of races previous. So we had to just keep building that notebook. We kind of did go back to basics for this weekend. Something that Cody was on, Phil and Lonnie and I, and we were just pushing so hard these last few weeks to keep winning. I was trying too hard in a lot of times at practices and stuff, and even in the races. So just back to basics. Obviously today the truck was dominant, so it made a lot of things easy. But we have to just keep pushing because we have to keep building more and more speed because everybody else is doing the same thing.
Right here.
Darrell Kinsey Jr., WBGR. Ross, this is your third win. It'd be the fourth. It wasn't for the win getting taken away in Iowa. At this point, do you feel like the favorite for the championship?
No, I still feel like we have room for improvement. I feel like guys have more sponsorship, as Chris alluded to. They have more resources, they have more personnel. But I know, right, it's easy to sit up here after you win a race and say this, but they don't have more heart, and I mean that. I don't say stuff up here for PR. I don't say stuff up here just for any biased reason. Like, I truly believe that our group, like, there's just one or two guys left back at the shop right now, and these group, the whole group, all the Nice Motorsports people are driving home tonight because they don't want to buy plane tickets because it costs so much. So, no, we should not be the favorite, and I love that. I love the fact, like Cody said about Al, we thrive on doing more with less and beating people that we shouldn't beat, and we beat people today. No, it's not to say we're going to go to Eldora and beat them, or we're going to go to Michigan and beat them, but we just keep plugging away and keep building.
Hope you're Scott. Scott Walsh from the Scranton Times Tribune. Russ, how close those early cautions on those first couple of laps, in particular the spin by Friesen, how close were you to maybe getting caught up in that? And then at the end there, I'm sure talking with Tyler and with Harrison, they're praying for a caution, and I'm sure you're praying not for one.
It's funny, when we first fired off, I thought, all right, no cautions, run to the end. Then with like 15 to go, I honestly would have been fine with one. We were one lap to the good on fuel, but I thought a caution would set us up for overtime to make it. So no, I was fine. I felt confident in our restart ability. I changed up my restarts quite a bit, tried a lot of different things, just trying to learn about these trucks, and you could get wheel spin today, very, very minimal, but I wanted to put myself in the best. I wanted to learn as much as I could throughout the race for that final one, and I felt as prepared as anything. I feel like everything that we're doing behind the scenes to make these race trucks better, and what I'm trying to do during the week to make myself the best race car driver that I can be, right? I still have room for improvement, but I feel like we were as prepared for a late restart as anybody, and I didn't see the Friesen deal. We had, granted that Austin gave us the outside on the start. We got a good push from fourth place, got clear there into one, and I wasn't coming off the top no matter what. I just felt like we'd be in control there. So, not to bring him up, but you bring up the guy that won the race like I bring up the guy that won the race last year, and you see how he controlled the race. And that's what we're all trying to do. Phil watched the race back this morning. That's what you try to do. He makes us all better. Granted, I wish he was in the race today. I wanted to race against him. I feel like we could have ran with him. I don't know if we could have beat him. He's really, really good. But learn from what he did last year and try to make it a little bit better.
So we have a question in the press box.
Mr. Malillo from the Racing Experts. Ross, this win essentially solidifies you in the 2019 truck playoffs, and you've proven yourself as successful at a multitude of different track types throughout the season. Tracks like Eldora, Michigan, Bristol, Mosport are all on the horizon. How does your confidence continue to grow as we continue through the summer months and towards Homestead?
Oh, for sure. It's definitely not going down. Yeah, I don't know what to expect at Eldora. No dirt experience at all. Just go try to let these guys teach me. They've done it for a few years. But this week, Phil and I's first time going there to race. So beyond that, Michigan, similar to here in a lot of regards, and then short track program, Iowa, Gateway, Bristol, we feel really confident about. So we still have room for improvement. We just want a little more lap time in our trucks and more speed.
Anything else in the press box?
That's it, thank you.
Go here and then up to Chris. Start in the middle there.
Jeff McConey, the Bottled Up Podcast. I've been talking with some other drivers about their plans to get ready for Eldora. How are you preparing for this race, as you just mentioned, with no dirt experience whatsoever? Are you focusing on simulators or some other method?
Yeah, iRacing does a little bit. Josh Wise is race dirt, so talk with him a lot, talk with Kyle a lot. It's I don't know how you're ever prepared. You're never prepared for any of these tracks, so we'll just go, build a good race truck that obviously can do the things it needs to on dirt. That's something that Cody, we were relying on him a lot for, and Lonnie, to guide us in that direction. And from there, just try not to destroy it, right? And it's goal number one, be there at the end, because you can so easily, you get on the brakes too hard, it's going to shove straight in the fence, knock the front flip off of it. So just learn through practice. I don't know. I I don't know how you're ever prepared for any of these places, even coming here. So Eldora is no different for me.
Thank you.
I know you guys are, on the business side, things are kind of crazy right now. But on the performance side, is there a weak link? Is there a weakness? Is there something better than last week?
I mean, you're always looking for more speed, like Ross said. I mean, that's a never-ending battle. And we're kind of doing a lot of behind-the-scenes work, which is all here with us at the racetrack, to try and make sure that, that we have what we need to run like we need to when Chase comes. Like Ross said, in Chicago and Kentucky, we kind of had some off weeks to consider them off, 4th and 7th. But we knew we weren't taking our best truck. We were trying to set up to build trucks to set ourselves up for the chase. So just always looking for more speed. Can't never have enough. We'll have enough.
There's an arsenal being prepared. We promise you.
Could I Alan over here? Ross, who sells a blow-up watermelon, and how far are we going to take this? It gets bigger every time.
Yeah, no, literally bigger, physically bigger. Emily got that, our tire girl. You know where she got it from?
I do not.
I think at Academy. So, lost my patch. Yeah, so she got it after Gateway, and she said she just saw it and knew she had to have it, and said we were going to take it back to Victory Lane. Of course, then we go a couple weeks, and I'm like, gosh dang, we're prepared for Victory Lane way too much. Like, I don't know about all this. So, with my family, we're the ones that bring the watermelons, right? And so we have always had a deal where we don't go get the watermelons until the race is over. So then they have to run to the camper at my fifth wheel here or the hall or wherever the watermelons are at and get them. So it's really cool. Normally when I receive the watermelons on the front stretch or Victory Lane, whoever brings it to me is out of breath because they had to run a long way. So this was Emily, and that's so cool that the whole team's buying into this, right? How can you not smile when you eat a slice of watermelon? How can you not smile when you see me out throwing a beach ball in the stands after we win a race with a giant watermelon? So I'm glad that everybody's getting to live the watermelon life with us. We launched a freaking merch brand named melonmanbrand.com. I mean, how cool is that? How can you not smile if you're going to put on a watermelon hat? It's just, I've always 8th generation farmer, lived the watermelon life, and now I hope NASCAR Nation and everybody here can too.
I think that's a good place to wrap it up. Russ has got to get ready for qualifying on the Monster Energy Series. Congratulations, guys, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank y'all.